You wake up at 3:17 a.m. again. Not 3 o'clock, not 3:30, the same time, give or take a few minutes. Your eyes snap open like someone flipped a switch. Your heart is already beating faster than it should be. You roll onto your left side, then your right. Nothing feels comfortable. Your right shoulder aches in a way that doesn't make sense for sleeping. Your belly feels hard against the mattress, not soft, not fat, but dense, like there's something solid under the skin that wasn't there 5 years ago. And here's what you don't say out loud. You're angry, at nothing, at everything. The coffee cup in the wrong spot, the driver going exactly the speed limit, your own breathing. You've become a man you don't recognize, and you've been telling yourself this is just what happens after 50. You're wrong. This is not aging. This is your liver screaming in a language you haven't learned to hear. Let me translate for you. That 3 a.m. wake-up is not insomnia. It is an organ in distress. That hard belly is not weight gain. It is inflammation crystallizing. That shoulder pain is not from your workout. It is referred tension from an organ that has no nerve endings of its own, so it borrows them from your muscles. And that anger, that low-grade rage simmering beneath everything, is not your personality changing. It is your hormones drowning in a filter that cannot keep up. Your liver is the largest internal organ you own. It weighs 3 pounds. When it processes every drop of blood in your body 3 times per minute. It manufactures the cholesterol your brain needs to think, the proteins your muscles need to repair, the bile your gut needs to digest. It clears the estrogen that competes with your testosterone. It stores the glucose that fuels your decisions. And it does all of this silently, without pain fibers, without complaint, until it cannot. Then it speaks in symptoms. The stiffness you dismiss as arthritis, the fatigue you blame on your schedule, the irritability you attribute to stress. Your liver has been trying to get your attention for years. This video is how you finally listen. Most men think liver problems look like jaundice and hospital beds. They don't. Early liver distress looks like you. Tired but functional. Uncomfortable but working. Irritable but managing. The medical system won't flag your liver until it's already damaged. Until enzymes are elevated and ultrasound shows fat infiltration. By then, you're managing disease. What we're doing today is preventing it. What we're doing today is restoring the organ that controls everything else before it needs saving. Your liver doesn't need a detox. Detox is what your liver does. What your liver needs is space. What your liver needs is flow. What your liver needs is the mechanical and biological conditions to perform the 300 functions it was designed for. Modern life has removed every one of those conditions. You sit for 12 hours, compressing your liver under your rib cage, restricting its blood flow. You eat processed oils that clog its filtering mechanisms. You consume sugar in amounts that force it to convert excess into fat, which it then stores inside itself. You eat late, forcing it to process food when it should be repairing. You stare at blue light, disrupting the circadian rhythm that governs its nighttime regeneration. You live in a state of chronic low-grade stress, flooding your system with cortisol that your liver must clear over and over without rest. Your liver is not broken, it is overwhelmed. And an overwhelmed liver cannot clear estrogen efficiently. When estrogen accumulates, testosterone relatively drops, not because your testicles stopped working, but because the ratio shifts. You become estrogen dominant. This manifests as the hard belly, the mood instability, the loss of edge you used to have. Your fascia tightens because estrogen promotes fluid retention and inflammation. Your joints stiffen because your liver cannot clear the metabolic waste that accumulates in connective tissue. Your sleep fragments because between 1 and 3 a.m., your liver attempts its deepest repair. And if it cannot complete this cycle, it wakes you with heat, with restlessness, with that specific 3 a.m. consciousness that feels like emergency. The ancient Chinese called the liver the general, not because it is the largest soldier, but because it commands the entire army. In their medical system, the liver governs the sinews, the tendons, the fascia that allows movement. When the general is strong, the troops move freely. When the general is compromised, everything locks down. They noticed that liver stagnation created emotional patterns too. Irritability, frustration, the feeling of being stuck. They treated liver stagnation not with herbs alone, but with movement, with stretching, with practices that created space in the rib cage and flow in the channels. They understood what we are rediscovering. The liver is mechanical. It responds to physical conditions. You can restore it without pharmaceuticals. You can restore it with signals. Here are the 3 signals your liver is waiting for. First, the bitter trigger. Your liver produces bile. Bile is the river that carries toxins out. Without bile flow, toxins recirculate. They back up into your bloodstream. They deposit in your tissues. They create the inflammation you feel as stiffness and brain fog. Bitter compounds trigger bile release. This is not optional. This is the primary lever. Black coffee in the morning before food. The bitterness signals your liver to prepare for the day. Arugula, dandelion greens, radicchio in your meals. These are not trendy vegetables. These are biological switches. A cup of dandelion tea before bed. Bitterness tells your liver it is safe to release what it has been holding. Most men try to help their liver by removing toxins. They stop drinking alcohol. They reduce sugar. This helps, but it is incomplete. Avoidance does not create flow. Bitterness creates flow. You need both. Remove the burden, then open the valve. Second, the mechanical release. Your liver lives under your right rib cage. It is protected there, but it is also restricted. Years of sitting, of shallow breathing, you in a forward posture, compress the fascia around your liver. The organ cannot expand, it cannot contract fully, it cannot pump blood efficiently. You must create space physically. Stand and place your right hand on your right lower ribs. Breathe into that hand, expanding the ribs sideways. Most men breathe vertically, shoulders rising, neck tightening. Your liver needs lateral expansion. Practice this for 2 minutes, then add rotation. Twist gently to your left, whilst allowing the right side to lengthen. Hold for 30 seconds. Return to center. Repeat 3 times. This is not stretching for flexibility. This is decompressing your filter. This is creating the physical space your liver needs to function. Do this morning and evening. Within a week, you will notice your right shoulder easing. This is not coincidence. Your liver refers tension to that shoulder through fascial connections. When the liver decompresses, the shoulder releases. Third, fund the circadian repair. Your liver regenerates at night, not during the day, not while you are eating. At night, in darkness, in the absence of digestive demand. You must protect this window. Stop eating 3 hours before sleep. This is non-negotiable. If your liver is processing food, it is not repairing itself. The 3 a.m. wake-up is your liver failing to complete its cycle because you gave it homework during its rest period. Dim your lights after sunset. Blue light from screens suppresses melatonin, and melatonin is the signal that tells your liver to enter deep repair. You are not just disrupting sleep. You are disrupting cellular regeneration. Sleep on your right side. Gravity assists bile drainage in this position. It is subtle, but your liver works with subtlety. These 3 interventions work together. Bitterness creates the chemical flow. Decompression creates the physical space. Circadian alignment creates the temporal window. Together, they restore what modern life has stolen. Track your progress. Within 3 days, your digestion will improve. Less bloating after meals, less heaviness. Within 1 week, your sleep will deepen. The 3 a.m. wake-ups will become 5 a.m. wake-ups, then full nights. Your belly will soften, not because you lost fat, but because you lost inflammation. Your mood will stabilize. The low-grade anger will lift, not because you practiced meditation, but because your hormones are no longer competing in a toxic environment. By day 14, you will feel like yourself again. The version you thought was gone. The version with patience, with clarity, with physical ease. This is not youth returning. This is function restored. Your liver can regenerate completely. It is the only organ that can. But it needs the conditions. It needs your attention. It needs you to stop calling its distress aging. Most men will ignore this, and they will take a pill for sleep. They will buy a cream for their joints. They will explain away their irritability. They will wait until the liver enzymes are elevated, until the ultrasound shows fatty infiltration, until the doctor uses words like cirrhosis and management. You are not most men. You are hearing this now, while restoration is still simple. While 3 signals can change your trajectory. Your liver has been loyal to you. It has processed every excess, every stress, every late night, without complaint. It is time to be loyal back. It is time to learn its language. The 3 a.m. wake-up is not a sleep disorder. The hard belly is not middle age. The anger is not your new personality. These are invitations. Accept them. Start tomorrow morning with black coffee. Practice rib expansion before lunch. Eat your last bite at 7 p.m. if you sleep at 10. Sleep on your right side. Do this for 14 days. Then notice how you wake up. Notice how you move. Notice how you respond when the coffee cup is in the wrong spot. Your liver is your metabolic engine, your hormonal regulator, your silent partner in every decision. Unblock it, support it, and it will support you back, not just for years, but for decades. If this resonated, your body already knows. You have been feeling these signals without naming them. Subscribe for more protocols that address the root instead of managing symptoms. The next video shows you how to read your own facial markers of liver health, how to spot stagnation before it becomes disease, and how to adjust these protocols based on your specific patterns. Your liver has been waiting. Don't make it wait longer.